Are we here? This seems okay. I think we're here. I think we're in. Okay. So, hello everyone. Welcome to Nuclear Thunder. It's basically like the perfect place for the MiG-25 to roam free. So that's what I'm doing today. You find me here midway into a match, so not too far out. I'm just going to be doing some MiG-25 stuff. This is the top bracket, so people are actually going to be flying high, in particular F-14s. Ooh, already see a nuclear detonation going on over there. Alright, the escalation has ramped up. Okay. Wow. Why do they get such a long name? Okay. Anyone out there? No, there's a guy. Oh my gosh, that's a really long username. Why do they get to have such a long username? Gosh. That's a nuisance. Okay. I'm not going to be able to use that airbase anymore. Shoot. Okay. Let's divert to Airfield 3 and rearm here. Can't do much with one missile. Looks like S-300s are engaging. Man, that's cool. Man, and they're fast too. Alright, if you guys are new to Nuclear Thunder, the way it works is thus. On both sides, your injury was not service related. On each side of the map, there are teams of players trying to kill each other. As you can see, we don't have everything spotted. There is a sort of fog of war system implemented. Wow, missile evasion. Why is the air spicy? So there are nuclear bombs that can be carried by, in the Russian case, the MiG-23, the Su-24, and the Tu-95, which is a brand new bomber that got added. And then on the American team, there are F-4s that can carry tactical and medium nuclear bombs. No one else really uses any of the other platforms. They just use the F4. And then the B-52. The B-52 is the other strategic bomber that got added. It's pretty darn swell. Very cool. And so, let's get landed here. Sorry, I just want to make sure I don't crash or anything. Anyway, so they've got tactical, medium, or I guess operational, and then strategic level nuclear weapons. All of these together make for a very hostile environment for fixed targets such as airfields. The goal is we blow up all their airfields and then get a big bomber, fly in, blow that up. You need 2,500 spawn points to do that though, so most people are not going to be able to do that. You need tons of points. The best way to get them is air-to-air. Second best way to get them is toss nuking everything in sight. It can be pretty fun, but in particular this mode is very fun for me because I really like the MiG-25. I think it's a darn swell aircraft. I think it's really cool. I love interceptors. It's a very capable plane. But usually the problems with it in Air Realistic is that, well, typically you don't have any support. And without support you kind of die. Because while this plane is extremely fast and capable, an aware target can often evade the missiles that you fire. And then after that, you end up kind of as a sitting duck. You have to run away, and if you run for too long, eventually you'll have to either, get so fast that you rip your wings off or something, or you end up being pushed to the edge of the map. Now, this is a much, much bigger map. This is twice as big as most of the maps in War Thunder. So, you can run for a long time. But also, there's somewhere to run to. Because that we have friendly air defenses. Okay, because we did have friendly air defenses before they nuked all of them, that means that there's actually a front line. And things that get past the front line are usually pretty quickly dealt with by Buk, OSA, and S-300, or on the other side, Roland, Hawk, and Patriot, which are the SAMs that are being employed here. Pretty darn cool, if you ask me. Oh. He's at low altitude now. He just shot all his missiles off in JDAT, didn't he? Or blew up. Yikes, didn't realize. Okay. I think what I'll do... Yeah, we'll take that. Actually take off from this airfield up here. I was not high and fast enough. I guess I wonder how long ago he launched on me. Anyhow, you gotta watch out for F-14s. They're pretty deadly. Yes, Sackloss does trek through mountains. It's true. It's true. Up we go. Alright. We might speed up our leaving of this base by just ditching the fuel tank. We get so much faster without the fuel tank. Okay. Seems like we are not doing super hot. Because once our team kind of let up on doing air-to-air and are doing more strike stuff, dangerous, because then more of their fighters slip through. But anyway, like I was saying, we've got friendly air defense systems like Buk, OSA, and back here, S-300. And then they're layered as well. So they'll have like Buk protecting S-300, and then OSA protecting Buk. Typically not... Like, I don't believe the S-300 sites also have OSA. Or no, they do. Okay, they've got OSA. Nice. But essentially they'll try and defend themselves from attack, which makes slinging anti-radiation missiles a bit difficult. But, you know, still viable. Oh boy. That guy is a real problem. Sorry, I gotta not be approaching the front lines right now. Need to side climb a little bit more, or else I will be obliterated by F-14s. But yeah, this thing, you know, does a lot better here than it would do in Sim at the very least. Better visibility, of course, helps with the lack of radar power. Well, not radar power, but radar quality, I suppose. The power is like crazy. It's, I think, one of the most powerful radars in the game. It might be second to the AUG-9 on the Phoenix, or not on the Phoenix, sorry, on the F-14. But outside of that, it's about as powerful as it gets. Dude, that's the guy I've got to watch out for, Mastro Runus, this guy. Never played Sim. Realistic battles. Okay. Yeah, he just plays F-14s. I see. Fair enough, they're pretty cool. There's that guy with the really long username. I gotta pay more attention to what my radar warning receiver's telling me. Well, don't know where my missile went either. Just kind of poof, gone. Alright. Okay, so this guy has the big boy nuclear weapons. That could be a real problem for us. He may get away with it too. So the B-52s, one of the cool things they've got is jamming, so they can jam my radar. Thankfully I can do that, but he might still get there in time. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Shit. Please hit, 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 please hit. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Okay, we're cooked. Oh, it's over. At least I'll get this guy. Yep. So they're very, very, very difficult to stop. You basically have to ram them or shoot them or be rear aspect with an IR missile. It's very difficult. One of the cool things, though, is the rewards you can get. Need to do a little more work to get those, but the bombers themselves are pretty neat. Tu-95 here. Absolutely massive. Featuring some truly frightening bombs you can use, like the Fab 9000, which is crazy. It's got about the same explosive mass as the PE-8's Fab 5000 bomb, which is a bit disappointing considering how much heavier it is, but still impressive. The more impressive bombs, actually, is that you can take two of these 5,000 kilo bombs. These are pretty potent. You can see the fragment dispersion area, 373 meters, 337, pretty big. The destruction radius for both these is more than 40 meters, which is incredible. You don't actually get a ton more, like, actual radius of destruction and fragmentation for the bigger bomb. So this Fab 5000 is pretty nice because you can carry 2 of them. And of course you can carry 4 of the Fab 3000s. So it's a pretty cool bomb load. So there you can see the big bomb in the bay. 2 big bombs, 3 big bombs. You also have 1500s, 500s, and 250s. It's a bit odd that they have so few of the smaller bombs, but you know, what can you do? But yeah, the big bombs are really cool. Especially, I'm excited to use the Fab 5000s, and the 9000 is going to be really cool too for like doing carrier strike and stuff like that. This plane should be really fun in sim. I expect, especially if it gets to keep any ECM or if it gets added back in. It probably won't be as powerful as in the event, because the event's ECM is like overwhelmingly powerful. But yeah, something like this would also be quite nice. The B-52 is the largest plane in the game at this point, and rightly so. It is an absolutely ginormous plane. Like, just this thing is huge. If we look at the, I think this would be, yeah, this is the largest plane in the game, for sure. Huge wings, tons of fuel, nearly infinite amount of fuel if you wanted. I mean, full tank is 6 hours. Yeah. So these guys are kitted out. They've got everything they need. There's no armor anywhere on the plane, which is interesting. But it doesn't really need it, to be honest. It's faster, higher. It does have a single defensive gun, this 20mm Vulcan back here, which is pretty nice. The bomb load on it is actually substantial, especially in terms of quantity. You can see all the bombs in there. You get a lot of bombs. 40, what is that? No, 51 750 kilo bombs, or not kilo, sorry, pound bombs, which is just insane. I think that's completely nuts. Up to, what is that? That's right, on the external hard points, there's also bombs, of course. Different kinds of racks, but yeah, 21 bombs, 2,000 pound bombs. Completely nutso. The payload capacity of this plane is simply incredible. I mean, that's 12,000 kilos of mass. Almost 20,000 kilos. Like, this is crazy amounts of stuff. If not intercepted, this kind of bomber will lock down all the bases. Like, all of them. Comparatively, Tu-95, with its most potent bomb load, for base hunting at least, which would be this, you got 4 bases. And 1,200 kilos of weight, right? And that's as heavy as it gets. Is 12,000 kilos. So, you know, it's a different kind of class of aircraft, the B-52. It's way bigger than the Tu-95. T-95 does get a couple interesting things though going for it. It is slower, it's more fragile in terms of overload speeds, but what really, it has much better defensive armament. You can see here we've got 23mm cannons in turrets, and there's 3 turrets, which offers much better protection and coverage than the B-52. In addition, the plane also has armored bulkheads. Now, you'll note that there's none in the wings, which could end up being a problem. But that's just how it's going to be, I suppose. The repair cost, $13,000, not bad at all, considering that maybe that's just the starting cost, actually, now that I think about it. Modifications will probably push that up quite a bit. Yeah, 1,000 for the engines. Okay. It's kind of funny that compressor. Yeah, okay, so these are 1,000. I'm noticing no researchable fire suppression system, which is interesting if true. Go down the bombs in a straight line. Start with the. Realistically, you're going to be using this loadout here. You can kill 1 base with that loadout. Wow, I think this also kills 1 base. And you'll start working your way up. Once you get these, you can kill 2 bases. And then 4 bases. And then you're really just getting like single point massive damage, like if you're striking airfields, you're using these. Although it actually might still be worth it to use the 3,000s. These are going to be for striking like serious targets, like big ships or airfields, stuff like that. But the rest of it, especially like this one, kind of gimmicky, to be honest. But it's going to be fun anyway. Yeah, so that repair cost is, it's going to be high, but oh well, right? And then the B-52's repair cost is about the same. Does it? I wonder. If I go to modifications, I don't see fire suppression system, so it better be in there. Like, surely it has fire suppression, right? Like, if I fly this into the air defense zone on this map, what happens? Also, the cockpit in this thing is actually surprisingly cramped. If we look at the T-95 later, it actually looks a lot more open. Oh yeah, that's right, the gun turret. I do like the asymmetric landing gear arrangement. It's quite cool. Releases countermeasures from behind the jet engines right there. You can see the little dispensers up in the wing. And then flares come out from little canisters on the bottom of the elevators, actually. Pretty neat stuff. Anyway, we're going to take this baby for a little ride. We're going to turn around. Yes, I was using the MiG-25 in the event. be able to blow this up without having to worry about it. I think 16 will probably do just fine. And off they go. Anyway, I don't even think you need that many. I think you need like 8 or something for a base. Yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna go over to the SPAA's area. I suppose I'll blow up another base on the way. And that's just the external bombs. The internal bombs, there's even more of them in there. This thing is just gonna be a total bombing powerhouse. It's going to be pretty crazy, actually. Oh, that wants the, hold on. Weird, it wanted the bay open. I'm curious about the fire extinguisher. Okay, it needs a little more than that. It's probably 16, I guess, would be the amount you'd want. Pretty swell stuff. So we're going to enter the defense zone here. I think that one there is the problem child. Okay, it launched, right? Okay, that just killed me. It's not helpful. Okay, never mind. We'll find out when we actually get the plane for real whether or not they actually have a fire suppression system, because I figure they probably do, but it's just not in the research thing for some reason. So. I don't know. Maybe they don't, and I'm just a little crazy. But anyhow, we're going to keep playing Russia for now. We don't have either of the tasks done, but we'll just keep plodding along playing the Russian MiG-25. It's cooler, frankly. It's cooler. Yep. Instant queue times, of course, if you're playing Russia. If you're playing America, you don't get instant. If you're playing America, you don't really get instant queue times. They have to wait. They must wait. So, yep. But, oh, we're joining a match in progress here, it looks like. Yeah, let's spawn there at the just previously nuked base. See what's up. I see. I think I'm about to die. I may be about to die. Ladies and gentlemen, I might be about to die. I don't think he did his... oh! Yep, he did. Yep. Okay. Yep. Cool. Alright, never mind. We're gonna play the... we're gonna play the real plane. Actually, we're gonna play it. Oh, that one's about to get nuked, isn't it? Yep, he's turned away. I'm gonna wait till the nuke explodes and then see if that base is still there. Okay, so we don't have any of those bases. We're cooked. It's so over. lock in. That is no doubt a Tomcat. I have to be careful about that. Because the Tomcats are going to be extremely annoying. No, don't you dare. Okay, cool. I'll just lock him up instead. Okay. Okay, cool. Now we can turn around. So glad that there's only Fox 1s in this environment. Ooh. This is at it again. See that coming. My goodness. Yow! Dude, that was an ambitious aim 9. Yeah, there really is nothing to contest the standoff advantage that a well-flown Tomcat in this environment has. So, you gotta be careful about it. So we're fine. What the? Okay. Don't know why that happened, but... Okay. No. I genuinely don't know what hit me. Maybe it was a tree, maybe it was not, but... B-52's up, huh? Try and intercept the B-52s then. We're going to take this loadout. Oh, there's two of them. Oh, we're so cooked. Okay. There are two of them. This is not what we call good. Oh no. No. Not again. Our base is over. Well, that was a fast match. Okay. Golly. Well, that's that, I guess. They're just rage baiting at this point. Anyhow. Ugh. Not really getting much done. How are we doing? Yeah. How can I be interceptor lifestyling it when I actually have to get something done? Gosh dang it. Alright, I'm gonna get some food. You guys all have a good night. I'll see you around. Ciao.